I'm sprawled on a plush couch in what I'm pretty sure isn't called a living room on a yacht, but that's what I'm calling it. The air smells of salt and champagne, and my three best friends, Charlie, Cameron, and Trent, are laughing louder than the gulls circling above. My beer bottle's sweating in my hand, cold against my palm. We're headed to the Bahamas for Charlie's bachelor party, and Cameron, our resident rich kid, has outdone himself with this yacht. It's sleek, luxurious, and cuts through the Atlantic like a knife through butter. Man, this is dope, Charlie says, raising his champagne flute to Cameron. Thank you, seriously. A guy couldn't ask for better friends or a better send-off in a married life. Cameron flashes his 1,000-watt smile. My pleasure, man. To Charlie and Eliza. Trent and I clink our beers, hollering like idiots and down the rest in one go. Charlie's marrying into wealth with Eliza, and we've been ribbing him about tasting the good life since we left Miami. It's a running joke. Charlie's not in it for the money, but the champagne he's sipping says he's practicing for it. I step out onto the aft deck, pretty sure that's what it's called, and lean against the railing. The Florida coast is a thin, dark line under the setting sun, fading fast. In a few hours, we'll be partying in the Bahamas till dawn. Trent joins me, handing me another beer. Dude, he says, eyes wide. You know what I just realized? We're sailing into the Bermuda Triangle. I laugh. What, are you serious? The Bahamas are in the triangle. Charlie steps out, champagne in hand, looking concerned. He's always the peacemaker, ready to smooth things over. What's wrong? I point at him, playing it up. You're dragging me into the Bermuda Triangle, man. I can't believe you'd do this to me. Trent's trying not to crack up beside me. Charlie's face tightens, then softens as he realizes I'm messing with him. He shows me playfully. Damn, how do I always fall for your crap? You should take up acting, Trent says, grinning. Nah, I shoot back. Charlie's the only guy I can fool. Bet Eliza won't have to fake anything with you, though. Cameron steps out, holding a plastic baggie with colorful paper squares inside. Enough about Charlie's love life. Let's start the real party. He shakes the bag. Acid boys. Who's in? Hell yeah, Trent says. Let's get weird. The stars are alive. They swirl and pulse above me, leaving trails of light like comets. The yacht's engines hum, blending with the water's rhythm into a strange, hypnotic symphony. My brain feels fuzzy, like it's wrapped in cotton. I'm lying on a deck chair, staring up, the LSD coursing through me. Trent sprawled nearby, silent for God knows how long. Time's a slippery thing right now that I remember asking him if he felt anything, and he just giggled for what felt like a year, probably 5 minutes. Inside, Charlie and Cameron are screaming at Mario Kart on an N64 Cameron brought. Their laughter echoes, warped by the drugs. Trent's voice cuts through the haze, low and awestruck. You know how many ships and planes have gone missing in the Bermuda Triangle? A shiver runs through me. I don't want to think about that. Not now, not with my head swimming. Over 2,000 ships, he continues, and 200 planes. What do you think happened to them all? They sank, I say, keeping it simple, trying to stay light. Got lost and sank. Trent's voice drops lower. What if there's another explanation? I heard a theory about a wormhole out here. A disturbance that opens when conditions are just right, sucking things into another dimension. My head spins. The stars are still moving, spiraling like a kaleidoscope. I know it's the drugs and the yacht's motion, but it feels real. Too real. Sorry, Trent says after a pause. Didn't mean to kill the vibe. It's fine, I mutter, closing my eyes to block out the stars. But my mind drifts to the dark water below. How easy it'd be for this yacht to vanish into the depths. I don't believe in wormholes or Bermuda Triangle nonsense. I don't. Wow. Trent breathes. I open my eyes. Tiny specks of colored light, blue, green, purple, orange, are floating up from the deck, shimmering like fireflies. They're rising from the floor, through it, like they're coming from the water itself. Cameron steps out, hands outstretched, the specks vanishing into his skin like melting snowflakes. You guys seeing this? Yeah, Trent says, voice trembling. Me too. I whisper. Charlie joins us, eyes wide. It's just around the boat, he says, leaning over the railing. I follow his gaze. The specks form a glowing perimeter 3 feet thick, rising from the water and stretching into the sky like a tunnel of stars. Part of me wants to chalk it up to the acid, but 4 people seeing the same hallucination? Unlikely. Is this bioluminescence? Trent asks that I stick my hand out. The specks dissolve into my skin, not passing through. They're moving through the awning, the table, even the cabin walls, but not us. My heart's racing now. Someone should ask the captain if he's seeing this, Charlie says. The crew, captain and chef, haven't checked on us in a while. The captain's at the helm. The chef's in the kitchen prepping dinner for 8. I pull out my phone to check the time. It's dead. Completely off. Guys, is your phone working? Nope, Cameron says. Mine's dead too, Trent adds. Charlie shakes his head. The yacht slows, bobbing on the waves. We stumble, catching ourselves. My eyes dart to the helm. Guys, I say, voice tight, something's wrong. The chef steps out from the kitchen door, a stern-looking man with sharp Eastern European features. His eyes slide over us like we're not here. In his hand, a knife glints under the deck lights. My stomach twists, the acid amplifying the dread. It's just the drugs, I whisper to myself. You're tripping. It's fine. Cameron laughs, oblivious. Dude, you're freaking out. Maybe they're checking the lights. I'll go talk to them. Before I can stop him, he heads inside toward the helm. No, Cameron, wait. I call, but he's gone. Cameron's scream rips through the night, raw and terrified. We freeze. My hands go clammy, my stomach churning. Charlie snaps out of it first. Let's go. He bolts inside, but stops dead as the chef steps out, blood splattered across his white uniform, dripping from the knife. He moves toward Charlie with eerie calm. Instinct kicks in. I sprint down the narrow walkway, skirting the cabin, Trent behind me. Through a window, I glimpse the helm. The captain slumped over, blood pooling from a gash in his neck. Cameron's on the floor, eyes gouged out, mouth frozen in a scream. Move! Trent shoves me forward. The chef's behind us, knife gleaming. Charlie's running down the other side of the yacht. We meet at the bow, a small seating area with nothing to use as a weapon. Everything's bolted down. Charlie leads us back around, up to the flybridge, an open platform with backup controls. The chef rounds the corner below, calm as death. Charlie grabs the radio, shouting, Mayday! Mayday! Someone help us! Trent fumbles with the controls, trying to start the boat. I search for anything to fight with. There's a storage hatch in the floor. I rip it open, finding a flare gun in a Ziploc bag. I fumble the gun out, praying it's loaded. The chef's climbing the stairs, slow and deliberate, like a slasher villain. I press the safety, cock the hammer, and aim. He's 5 feet away when I fire. The flare hits his left eye, sparks exploding. He screams, dropping the knife, and stumbles, falling over the railing. His body hits the side of the yacht with a sickening thud before splashing into the water. Oh my God! I gasp, turning to my friends. Charlie's dropped the radio. Trent staring, the boat still dead. The specks of light keep rising, absorbing into us. Charlie picks up a knife. Good idea, I say, relieved. Then he spins, slashing at me. The blade catches my arm, slicing to the bone. What are you doing? Trent screams. Charlie's face is blank, emotionless. I stumble back, dropping the flare gun. Trent grabs Charlie from behind, but Charlie reverses the knife, stabbing Trent's thigh. Trent collapses, clutching the wound. Charlie drives the knife into Trent's neck. I tackle him, and we fight over Trent's bleeding body. I'm stronger, barely, and wrench the knife away. Charlie grabs my throat, squeezing, his eyes empty. Desperate, I stab him in the stomach, dragging the blade across. He doesn't flinch. I stab again, chest, abdomen, until his grip loosens. He slumps, blood pooling. What the? I whimper, staring at Charlie's body. What? I scream at the sky, begging to wake up. Footsteps below. I peer over the railing. Cameron, eyeless, bloody, looks up at me. The chef climbs out of the water, flare-scorched face glistening. Trent stirs, shoving Charlie's body off him. Charlie stands too, intestines dangling. I've gone insane. Their wounds are real. I felt Charlie's flesh give under the knife. The captain joins them, throat still bleeding. They stare at me, then looks skyward. The yacht lurches, rising out of the water, floating upward with the specks. A blinding light erupts above. I shut my eyes. When I open them, I'm in a vast warehouse, floating on a jet-black sea. Hundreds of planes and thousands of boats. Some ancient, some modern, bob around me. Dead faces stare from windows and decks, eyes empty. "Hello." My voice echoes. No answer. Charlie steps toward me, his guts trailing. He takes the knife from my hand. "We're fascinated by death," he says, not Charlie's voice. "We've been studying it for some time." "Who's we?" I ask, trembling. "Your mind isn't equipped to understand." "You're not Charlie." "No," he says. "We're sorry." The knife plunges into my chest. I grip his shoulders, gasping. "We're close to helping humans transcend death," he says. "Your sacrifice isn't for nothing." As I bleed out, darkness closes in. But something holds me back, a piece of me trapped in my body. It stands, moving without my control, driven by something else. I'm a passenger in my own flesh, staring out through eyes that aren't mine, surrounded by the dead, all of us puppets in this endless, glowing sea. Was it true? Did my death mean something? Or am I just another specimen, trapped forever in this warehouse of lost souls, watching the stars that never stop swirling?